Greetings, everyone. This is Arletta, coming live and direct from Arletta Unleashed, and I wanted to share with you one of my poems that I'm currently memorizing for my Naked Thought Striptease poetry feature show, and it goes: "The snake is awake in sultry reverie, enmeshed in a sinuous coil. I'm an emerging carnal genesis." And I don't know. I just want to share that with y'all. That's one of the many things that I've been up to recently. Um, Anyone who could go and tell me what poem that is from, oh, what a wonderful, delightful prize. Maybe me cash. I just thought that would be fun to throw out there to see if anybody responds. Um, One of the things that I decided to do was to memorize my poetry was to acknowledge the fact that I actually have some really good pieces and I've written some kind of cool stuff. It's funny that I still have a hard time accepting that. And I look at my stuff and it all appears to be, some of it's alright, but most of it's kind of mediocre. So I need to give myself more credit, and I decided that I'm going to do even a better job of that. But in the meantime, y'all, what have I been up to in this absence? I've been gone total about a month, ever since I left Texas back beginning of July, actually. I think besides that first week, my postings have been sporadic or non-existent. And first I was really stressing over that because this blog is one of those things that I've been very persistent and very consistent in. And when I wasn't able to do that, it was a problem or issue. But then I finally realized that I wasn't supposed to. It's like there were just times when I didn't, once again, had no words for what I was experiencing. And so there was nothing to share or transmit at that point. Um, so right now, let's see. My most recent exciting thing that I did was yesterday. I went hiking for the first time in a very long time and climbed to the top of a mountain. And so I feel like this amazing champion. Yay! And it was hard as hell, y'all. But I couldn't give up. So it didn't take me ridiculously long. I had a couple of older couples going past me up on the trail like it was nothing. But it was a 2.1 mile trail total. And it took me about 2 hours to get to the top. Give or take a couple of minutes, but I did it. And I woke up this morning and I felt really good. And I'm like, yes. So I've really been feeling like it's really time for me once again to really get this energy flowing. I want to run, and I haven't wanted to run in a very long time. And you know what? I've picked up some new habits in the last couple of weeks. One, I realized that I was about 75 to 80% negative, and so I've reduced that to being about 30 to 40% negative. Yay! So much or most of what you hear out of my mouth is positive, and if it's not, I just don't say it. And I'm really focusing on the negative. I just try to release it. It's hard, y'all, sometimes because it's like all the good, juicy stuff is always the negative shit. At least those are the habits that we have. So I've been transitioning into having interesting conversation. That's all positive. Because I was realizing that it was just, I'm trying to flow downstream and manifest, and speaking negatively is taking the opposite direction. Um, the other thing that Spirit made me aware of is that I still, in my energy space, carried a lot of negativity and sadness. So it was like my words would be speaking one thing, but in my energy, my aura would be projecting something different, and one kind of cancels out the other. So I decided to shift on that as well, and that's made a big, big, big difference. Um, but probably the biggest thing has been coming back to Los Angeles and as a new person and having a totally different experience. And I've been playing and having way too much fun. See, I remember back when I first started my blog, and in March, I was supposed to have this whole little uh, assignments where I was supposed to go on, what was it, 10 dates in a month or whatever it was. Well, I managed to do that in about a week and a half. Maybe a little bit longer, maybe 2 weeks. I was like, man, I was just in the wrong place. Oh, I've been having good times. Good times. Um, hmm, I don't know. The biggest shift that I've experienced is really appreciating the shift in my experience and the kind of uh, masculine energy that I've been attracting and the kind of interactions I've been having and how I've become so much more strongly anchored in my feminine energy, which is the whole point of becoming unleashed in all aspects of that. Um, one of the things that's been coming up uh, is I had a friend who was trying to convince me that I needed to go into business with him and be a madam. And he and my sister Halima were coming up with a name for what I can be as a madam. And they were trying to use my middle name, Fahima. And they were like, I don't even remember the title because I just totally tuned them out. But I thought that was funny. But they're like, yeah, you have a very commanding presence and you could go and tell women what to do and they'll follow you. And I'm like, I know, but that kind of goes against some of my core principles. So no, that's not going to be my new career or choice. But I think I already mentioned to you that I I submitted my information for being my first major interior design project, and so I'm waiting to hear back on that. And I've been playing. LA is like this place of it's magic because it has all this madness, all this insanity, and then all this genius and all this beauty, which simultaneously coexist in the same space or shared spaces. And so I'm downtown. LA is just one of my favorite places in the world because it's just possibility. It's the garment district, it's the furniture district, it's the fabric district, it's the apparel mart. Um, and I'm playing, so I'm going in and out of furniture stores and some responsibilities because you can see the solid blank wall back here. And it's not driving me crazy, it's inspiring me. And I've had so far 3 or 4 ideas as far as colors and design schemes for my room, and I haven't decided on any of them. But it will be color real soon. I promise you, because white walls to me don't make me happy. I have to have color. I like color in my life, and the more the better. Um, but I was playing downtown and just in fabric stores. And I'm like, man, I want to start designing again. Not for anybody else, but just for myself. Um, and then I have the talent agency. I have my second call back for that. So they really want me to do some print work. And I'm going to go ahead and finally take the voiceover lessons. So, because I do some voiceover work, it makes more money, immediate money with this wonderful, amazing voice of mine. And people have been suggesting that for years, and I wasn't the place to follow through. So now I decided it was time to do so. And pretty much as opportunities present themselves, to jump on them, to open myself up to them and receive them. And yeah, so just like I was moved to Texas and I stayed there and stayed in my house and essentially didn't do anything for a year but work online and interact with people via the internet. Since I've been out here, I don't even want to touch computers sometimes. As y'all can see, I developed an allergy, but I miss my blog, folks. You know, that's my heart. That's the other thing. It's like I've been receiving some direction or suggestions. It hasn't become clear to me, but I want to do even more than I thought with my blog. And so I'm thinking about really taking full ownership of a title that I took years ago, a couple of years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, as far as choosing an area of expertise, which is the sensual healing expert, and doing some kind of um, Arletta Unleashed talk show type thing. I haven't worked out the format, but I have some people's who are producers, have a media company that's established that I could really go and promote. The idea would come with the treatment and stuff, and then I have folks who want me to do print work anyway, like with commercials and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm feeling this. I'm just opening up to that. It was one other thing that was really exciting. What was it? Oh, this is not directly related to Arletta Unleashed, but my whole naked thought poetry performance or feature that I'm working on in my creator game, which I've shared on the blog, is we're in the second phase of completing uh, the project, which is my feature show, and that's gone to a whole nother level. So I'm like, nah, this is not a show that I'm just going to be doing in just local poetry spots and at open mic venues. It's way bigger than that. And as I'm really actually going back and delving into my own work and committed to memory and extracting the drama and the beauty and the pathos and the light in it and conveying that to my audience and how I want to perform it and gain a whole new appreciation for my work. I'm like, I have to expose this to a whole nother level of audience. Um, just all kinds of awarenesses. Uh, I guess the biggest thing is all around gaining even a greater and greater and greater as I release this cloud that hovered